against women. Women have been subjected to violence since the beginning of civilization, at home, in the workplace, and even at school. Due to the pervasive nature of this issue, it is one that cannot be ignored. But what exactly is violence against women? The United Nations defines violence against women as, quote, any act of gender-based violence that results in or is likely to result in physical, sexual, or mental harm to women, including threats of such acts, coercion or arbitrary deprivation of liberty, whether occurring in public or in private life, unquote. Thus, this violence is not only physical, but also psychological and includes threats regardless of whether the threats are followed through with or not. Violence against women includes rape, dowry, female genital mutilation, child and human trafficking, female infanticide, domestic violence, etc. Here are some statistics to keep in mind. The World Health Organization has estimated that about 1 in 3 women and girls worldwide have experienced intimate violence in their lifetime. Globally, as many as 38% of murders are committed by a male intimate partner. The statistics are staggering and prove violence against women is not a personal act of violence, but a structural violence that is enabled by the system here being patriarchy. To trace the root causes of violence against women, we must take a look at how society is structured. We live in a patriarchal society, and what this implies for women is that they are regarded as the inferior gender. Women are therefore thought to be submissive to men. One clear example of this in our society can be seen in the age gap between married couples. It is prescribed by society that the wife must be younger than the husband, as the younger one will submit easily to the authority of the older one. Another example can be seen in the way we celebrate the successes of women. When she is more successful than her man, it threatens his masculinity and she is ostracized. Men, on the other hand, are taught to exert authority and dominance. Weakness is seen as a feminine trait. This has resulted in entire generations of men who strongly associate violence in strength with masculinity. Though the examples stated above do not depict the cases of violence, they are examples of way in which society reinforces the message that women are below men and are property to be acquired by men. This message is beaten over and over into both men and women's mind from birth until they internalize it and become advocates of the message themselves. Then these men and women who have been indoctrinated with this ideology pass it on to their children, who pass it on to their children, and this cycle continues on for generations. The end result of this cycle is a society in which men think that they must control their women for to prove their manhood. Often this control manifests through acts of violence. The UN Declaration of the Elimination of Violence Against Women clearly states that, quote, violence against women is a manifestation of historically unequal power relations between men and women, unquote. Violence against women is not an issue that can be easily resolved through legal actions or punishment. It must be approached systematically and by a transformation in the mindsets of entire generations of men and women. It necessitates the unlearning and relearning of gender and gender relations and an entire system cleansed through reawakening. Thank you.